Good morning and welcome back to the W. I'm Alice Warford and I'm going to be talking about two of Mother Nature's most destructive forces, tsunamis and earthquakes. An earthquake is when the Earth's tectonic plates move and shift, resulting in a violent shaking that can ruin homes, towns, and many lives. They can also be caused by volcanic or magmatic activity, which triggers sudden stress changes in the Earth, causing the crust to shake. Even if you have never experienced an earthquake, about 50 earthquakes a day strike the surface of the Earth, for a total of 20,000 a year. Many we are not even aware of. We use the Richter scale to measure earthquakes. The Richter scale actually has no minimum or no maximum value, and it uses an algorithm to determine the severity of an earthquake. A really small earthquake can be measured as a 1 to a 3 on the Richter scale. A damaging earthquake can range anywhere from a 5.5 to above on the Richter scale. A 6.1 earthquake with its epicenter 200 miles south of Medellin, Colombia, on March 24, 2019 from earlier in the week affected Colombia, Ecuador, and Panama. Luckily, no severe damage was recorded and no lives were taken despite the severity of the earthquake. For earthquakes, one should hide underneath a table and cover their head to protect the most important parts of their body. It is vital that you stay away from windows in case of shattered glass. If you're outside when an earthquake hits, you should find open ground that is not prone to the risk of falling buildings, cars, or electricity poles. Earthquakes are spontaneous and cannot always be predicted. Therefore, it is always helpful to keep first aid kits in your home and where you work to always be ready for anything that comes your way. Some earthquakes occur out at sea, causing the water level to rise. This phenomenon is called a tsunami. A tsunami is a long, high sea wave caused by an earthquake, submarine landslide, or other underwater disturbance that warrants an excess of water to spill onto the shore. A recent tsunami in December of 2018 in Indonesia killed about 500 people and injured almost 1,500. The warning system for tsunamis consists of a regional and international system. The international systems locate seismic activity. This type of warning system is also used to determine where earthquakes are occurring. The regional warning system is made up of tide gauges and buoys to determine the surface level of the water and if there could be any possibilities of a tsunami. The reason the warning systems in place failed during the Indonesian tsunami was because it was triggered by landslides from an erupting volcano. Therefore, no seismic activity was observed. The amount of deaths and the severity of the damage has crippled the country ever since. Luckily, with the help of the UN and aid from global forces, Indonesia has been slowly but surely rebuilding its nation. In order to stay safe during these events, one should definitely look out for some warning signs. For tsunamis, the ocean water will recede further back into the ocean, revealing the seafloor and usually dead fish. After this happens, people usually have no more than 5 to 10 minutes to evacuate to high ground before big waves surge onto land. If you live near coastal areas or are traveling to them, be sure to keep a lookout for the water level, especially if there has been an earthquake or recent volcanic activity. A lot of these natural disasters affect people's lives in more ways than one. Earthquakes and tsunamis can create billions of dollars in damage and destroy lives. Time and time again, we watch on the news as disasters strike. Although we can do nothing to prevent them, we can do everything in our power to be prepared for them. This has been Alice Warford with the W. Thank you and stay safe.